So we are here with the Westwood girls soccer captains after a very entertaining 2-1 win over TVL Large Dedham. Izzy Hanson, Bella Wen, Olivia Mason, and Olivia Shea. And girls, how did this win feel? It was a big one after a tough loss versus Hopkinton on the road, but how's it feel to get right back in the win column?
It was really good. It was a pretty physical game, so it was nice to keep playing throughout the game and get the good win.
And how I'm seeing more and more of that physical games, and it's a lot of times it's right on these sidelines fighting for possession. How important is it to kind of embrace not backing down, to fight for possession, to keep the clock ticking, especially when you have the a 1 goal lead?
Yeah, very important, especially to kind of keep our energy up throughout especially the end of the game when like one goal, it gets risky sometimes. So yeah, very important.
Absolutely. Bella, big game out of you. You've been playing awesome lately, and shout out where you have been putting up a lot of goals. So far on the season, 5 goals. Had a hat trick in the game versus Norwood, 2 tonight. 3 of the 5 goals penalty kicks. It's rare we see one in a game. We've now seen 3 in 2 games. How rare is that feat? And what's the feeling when you're on that line? How excited are you to just put one in the back of the net and get the Wolverines on the board?
It's really rare, honestly. I think the last time I took one was probably over 4 years ago, but I knew I had to step up because I'm the oldest. I'm a captain, so I just had to put it away and trust myself. And yeah, I was happy about it.
How much do you embrace that? The lights are pretty bright on those opportunities, but even more satisfying when it goes in the back of the net and you're celebrating with your teammates.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty intimidating, but the feeling after celebrating with my teammates feels really good.
And then how rewarding is it for you too? I mean, you're more of a defensive player. You play all over the field. You're making sure that the balls are staying out of the net first and foremost. But to get some goals on your end and chip in and get that production, it's got to feel pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I play midfield, so you got to be running all over the place. But yeah, like getting those 30 tackles in the defense, just trying to get it out, but also staying composed in the final third is really important. So I'm going to keep doing that.
We do nicknames every now and then, for some of the players. One nickname we thought for you was, Bella Wen, the penalty kick whisperer, because every time she's up there, she's scoring. But it was you and money. It was awesome, and Olivia, awesome defense as usual on the outside. You took, I think from the Hopkinton game last year into this season, you've really solidified yourself as one of the top defenders in the league. Do you feel that way, or are you always looking at each game as, hey, I'm just trying to get my job. I'm not worried about the noise. That's up for the commentators, the newspaper writers, but have you been able to appreciate the work you've put in and also see the results that you've put in on the field?
Yeah, definitely. It feels good when you can, like, especially this year, work with a team and like team outside back, but also like go up with it, like going up the line, and it just feels really great every game.
I mean, we got the Olivias here. We can't separate them. I feel like you separated last year after not playing basketball. What's that? Yes, I mean everywhere. So it's how fun is it to be able to continue like sport after sport? You guys are together. You're always linked to each other, and you guys are captains, together too. Like how fun is that? Where to be senior year, to be captains together like this, and having each other side by side.
Yeah, it feels great. Ever since like kindergarten through every sport, all town sports, we were always carpooling together, and then she was driving me, and we're always together. It feels great, and just connecting on the field and off. I love it. Yeah.
And leader on the defense, one of obviously senior captain. You got and Emma too. Emma's doing a terrific job, but you got some young kids out there that are playing at the end of the game. How proud are you of them stepping up and helping close out this game and turn them win for the Wolverines?
Yeah, I'm so proud. You would never guess Annette was a freshman. She stepped right in from the first time on her varsity debut and did amazing. And then Avery, she didn't play outside back last year and just does an outstanding job.
Absolutely. And Olivia, big goal in the first game of the season. And how'd that one feel? That one really set the tone for the season and really got the energy going, and the energy hasn't slowed down since.
Yeah, that was great. Great start to the season. The team chemistry is definitely there. I think we're going to be really great this year. Unfortunately, I couldn't play this game, but I'm excited to get back out there.
How are we feeling? Feeling getting close to getting the pace back on?
Yeah, hopefully. I think so.
Awesome. What's the difference between this team and last year? Obviously, there was a lot of talent that graduated, but you guys seem, so talented this year and so deep. What has been kind of what would you say the identity is of this team, and what's the feeling of it with the rest of the team this year?
I think last season it was more kind of an older crowd, and now this year it's a lot more younger people stepping up, and it's great to watch. I feel like that they feel very comfortable on the team, which is very important.
And with a lot of these young players, very talented, does that take some of the pressure off of you guys, being senior captains, where you don't feel like you have to be producing every game? What's that from?
Yeah, definitely. They all step up a lot, and they're great. They're great. They're great players. I don't know what else to say.
They are.
They're amazing players.
And they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
And Izzy, I'd be remiss not to say shutout, big game, personal, 2 assists, walking away as the all-time points leader in Westwood girls soccer history. What does that mean to you, and how special is that accomplishment?
It's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of it is the team because I've been fortunate enough to play with so many good players, especially like the 3 of them, and like Harper and Hannah especially. So yeah, it's a lot of who I play with, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
We talked about the numbers, so it's an interesting breakdown. You had a breakout song, 15 goals, or 10 assists, and you battled the injuries last year, which was frustrating, but you're still out there battling and fighting through everything, which is awesome. 7th grade, freshman year as well, battling through injuries. How much more special is that to have a record after really ups and downs, but to now have an up of something to celebrate that really shows a heck of a career at Westwood?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's unfortunate about the injuries, but yeah, I think sophomore year was very fun, and hopefully this year will be similar to that.
Best is yet to come, folks. Wolverines are now 3-1 on the season, 3-1 in the TVL Large. Off to a great start, and we are looking forward to the games to come. And looking awesome, guys. Keep it up, and best of luck in the next one.
Thank you.